My friend Garrett has always been a bit unhinged. And when I say a bit, I mean completely. He's one of those people who wears chaos like a badge of honor, constantly talking about how aggressive and unpredictable he is, like it's something to be proud of. He's always in the middle of some fight, running his mouth or holed up in the gym like it's his full-time job. Of all the crazy things I could tell about Garrett, the one I'm going to tell you is by far the scariest. Primarily because it didn't just involve him, it involved me as well. And in contrast to most secondhand tales, this one seared itself into my memory. This occurred only a few weeks ago, at the end of our senior year. Graduation had not yet taken place, only a few days away, and yet, since our classes were finished, everyone was still loitering on campus. There is a very old tradition among the seniors to thoroughly get drunk on the final day. And, naturally, we participated. By 10 o'clock, almost everyone had assembled before this enormous clock tower. In the middle of campus, there were more than 1,000 people in the courtyard. It was this strange blend of revelry and pandemonium. It was bittersweet for me. Finals had been horrible, but we survived. There were 6 of us who walked back from the tower that evening. Me, GTRN, and naturally Garrett. We all lived off campus, so we had to walk through a part of the city in order to get home. There was a decent-sized amount of homeless individuals around that area, but they normally stuck together. Not this evening. As we walked across a street under an overpass, a man came out of nowhere, apparently not sane. He came hurtling down the sidewalk, screaming gibberish like a troll at a bridge. Most of us simply ignored him and walked in a big circle, hoping not to get involved. But Garrett, being Garrett, he yelled back, at the top of his lungs, told the guy to move out of the street and quit bothering people. The guy moved closer too, Garrett obviously preparing for a fight. The rest of us intervened and attempted to calm things down, and for a moment, it seemed to work. The guy took a step back and just started yelling again. But Garrett wasn't finished. He broke away from us and out of nowhere ran at the guy, yelling at the top of his lungs. The man panicked and ran the other way. Garrett cackled like it was the most hilarious thing in the world. Honestly, as bad as it was, the whole thing did appear ridiculous, like someone running at pigeons and seeing them scatter. We began walking home again, believing it was finished. But a block or two shy of our house, we noticed the man still lingering behind. When he caught us turning around, he began yelling once again, saying we made a huge error in something. About calling Anish or Anish, I have no idea what that meant. We attempted to shout back, hoping he'd be frightened off, but it made him angrier. We were intoxicated, exhausted, and not thinking. I remember saying to the others that I didn't want to take them directly to my house, and they all agreed. But before we could decide what to do, Garrett ran off again, going straight at the fellow. He chased him away again, and we thought that was the last of it. At home, we got into the type of activity I'm not proud of, just a lot of seniors behaving like idiots after graduating from college. I don't know what time I staggered out the front door to get my food delivery, but something didn't feel right. The side entrance to our yard was wide open. We used to tie it closed with a strand of twine, so the fact that it was untied meant someone had consciously opened it. I knew right away, it was that guy from before. The intelligent thing would have been to turn around and go back inside and inform the others. Drunk thinking isn't logical thinking, though. I left my meal on the porch and strolled around to the backyard to look at it. As soon as I made the corner, something wrapped around my neck, a rope. Someone had waited for me. I attempted to scream, but nothing emerged. He was choking me, tight, hard, intentional. I could feel the rope cutting into my flesh. I flailed. In fear, flailing my arms, doing anything in an attempt to escape. Really thought I was going to die there. In a final spurt of energy, I kicked my legs back and sent him off balance. We both landed on the ground. I gulped for air, but he was still atop me, scratching at my face. I could feel blood on my cheeks as I pushed him off and saw him slither away into the dark. I was taken to the hospital that evening. The wounds weren't deep, but I had to receive numerous injections for fear that he had something contagious. The police couldn't do much considering I was supposed to leave a week later. The worst part? All of my graduation photos include the scars. Garrett was awful and attempted to make amends with me, but I never really held it against him. I do hope he learned, though. You shouldn't pick a fight with people who have nothing to lose.